All right, here's a little product rule, quotient rule. So, same thing, differentiate means find the derivative of, right? And here we definitely have a function within a function, right? So that's chain rule. But we also have a situation where we're dividing two functions, right? Which is quotient rule. And so we're going to have both going on here. So let me just do a reminder of the quotient rule here. If we're dividing two functions, right, and then we take the derivative of that, then what happens is we get the derivative of the numerator function multiplied by the denominator function minus the original numerator function times the derivative of the denominator function all over the denominator function as it was originally squared, right? And so that's our quotient rule. So let's see that in action here. So here I'm going to find dg dt, right, which just means the derivative of the g function with respect to the input variable time. All right, so first I'm going to do the derivative of the outer function. So that's the exponent here. So power rule. So I'm going to multiply by 5 in front, take away 1, right? So it'll be 5 times the quantity of all this stuff. Okay, to the fourth power, right? 5 minus 1 is 4. Now I'm going to multiply by the derivative of the inner function. So I know it's going to be a lot, right? Because it's quotient rule. So I'm going to open up parentheses. And then now I'm going to do the quotient rule here. So I'm going to do the derivative of the top function, right? So let's just, let me label this. So let's do f here and g here, okay? So we'll do f prime first. So the derivative of the numerator function is 9t squared plus 0, right? And then times the original denominator function, negative 5t squared plus 1. All right. And then minus. So now I'm going to do the original numerator function. So this here. So 3t cubed minus 5 multiplied by the derivative of the denominator function, which would be, I'm going to put in parentheses since it's going to be negative. So derivative of negative 5t squared is negative 10t, and then derivative of 1 is 0. So that goes away. All right. And so then all over, and then the bottom, I'm just going to put the denominator function squared, right? So it'll be negative 5t squared plus 1, quantity squared. All right. And in this case, you can just leave this like this. Like, there may be some simplifying we can do and, distribute combined like terms and all that. But yeah, we can just leave it like this in this case. Okay. All right. So that's, we had chain rule with quotient rule, right? This time the quotient rule is on the inside. So it actually happened after, we took the derivative of the outer function. Inner function stayed the same, right? No big deal. But then when we took the derivative of the inner function, we had to do quotient rule. So that turned out to be a big undertaking. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.